Do you want to do the intro? Do you want me to do the intro, or do you want to try to do it together?
No, you can just do it.
I can just do it?
Yeah.
You don't want to help?
No.
Hey y'all, welcome and welcome back. So for today's video, Tony is going to be guest starring in part of the video. As the title says, I'm going to be ranking all of the Valentine's Day Barbies. It's very thematic. This video is actually going to be able to go up on Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's Day to all of y'all. We're filming a little bit early, but like, it's okay to celebrate early.
You didn't have to tell them that. They could have just, oh yeah, we're filming on Valentine's Day.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. Shocking. But we originally were thinking that Tony could just like guest star with the whole video, and then I showed him a couple of the Valentine's Day Barbies that I was going to be ranking, and what was your reaction?
One of them had a really big forehead. And that was about the strongest reaction I had. I think.
So it wasn't going to be fun if he was here for the whole video, but I did want him to be here for part of the video because since it is Valentine's Day, we wanted to tell the story of how we got together. I've gotten that question from a couple of you guys before, and so I figured this would be a great day to kind of tack it onto a video. So we're going to, or I should say I'm going to do the ranking, and then Tony's going to come back in at the end to do like a fun little story time. So y'all are free to like skip to the story time if that's what you really care about, or like not watch it if you just want to talk about dolls. But either way, hopefully there's going to be something for all of y'all in today's video as Tony yawns. Ugh. There's not something for him in today's video. There's just tiredness.
Yeah, that's normal.
Okay. Well, do you want to like share a greeting before I kick you out for a little while? Any words of wisdom for the people while you're away?
Invest in gold. Capitalism's a lie. Don't trust the government? I don't know.
Okay, anyway, so kind of a 2-for-1 video today. I hope you guys will enjoy it. If you do, if you could give the video a like, that's very helpful to me. If you're new here and you enjoy your time, definitely subscribe so you can see more of me and occasionally of this little dude right here.
Yeah, I'm a little dude.
And if you want to go out of your way to support me, I do have my P.O. box and stuff in the description down below. Without further ado, bye.
Bye.
Okay, we'll be right back. Alrighty, so, sorry, back to normal for now. It'll get weird at the end of the video, I promise, but we are doing the ranking in Procreate, as I always do with my rankings, and today, for the tiers, I did kind of do, like, romantic / Valentine's Day themed ones. So at the top, we have Marry Me, then we have Going Steady, which, like, I know it's not a term, but like, we should bring that back. I think it's a fun turn of phrase. I like that. Then we have Be Mine, Just Friends, No Thanks, and Stay Away. So those are the fun little thematic tiers for today. And the first Barbie we're going to be looking at is the Make a Valentine Barbie. I do want to say really quick, there's like 100% chance that I missed some of these Barbies just because it can be kind of hard, at least for me. I'm not an internet sleuth to find every single one because like, I don't know, Barbie records are a little bit weird and a little bit shifty to me. Like, a lot of them have the same names. It's difficult. I'm sorry if I missed one. If I did, feel free to let me know in the comments and I'll let you know what I think of them. But I think I did a pretty good job of getting all of them. Anyway, though, Make a Valentine Barbie. Not starting off super strong, if I'm being 100% here. I don't like the top at all. Like, I think the material could be interesting for a Valentine's Day themed Barbie. I just don't like the cut of it. Like, that is irksome to me, and I don't think that it matches the skirt, although I do think the skirt is cuter. It's like this plaid with the hearts in it, and I kind of like the addition of the yellow. Like, that's cute, but the top really throws it off for me, so we're starting at a crisp no thanks. Then we have the 1997 Valentine Barbie, which is the year I was born. Hello, this is like my official government-assigned Valentine Barbie. She's okay. I definitely think she's better than the last one to me. I like the poofy dress. I think that that's fun. The bow is kind of at a weird spot. I don't think that needed to be on the dress at all, quite frankly, but definitely not where it is. Also, what is up with the like, this is a heck of a pose to pick for your packaging. It's very strange. I don't know. I think the dress is like pretty cute. I like the print. She's not super impressive to me. I'm going to put her in Just Friends. She could be a lot worse, but like also she could be so much better. Next up we have the Very Valentine Barbie, and I think this one's cute, okay? It's hard to see because like of the photo of the box, but she does have a longer dress. I'm a sucker for like a longer dress on dolls just because I think the like default that is kind of gone to is like a mini skirt to like a knee-length skirt. So I like a good long maxi dress. I also think the print is cute, and you can see that there's some glitter on there, which y'all already know I am obsessed with glitter. And the red jacket, very nice addition. She's even got like a little choker. I didn't even see that at first. What a gal, honestly. Like, I'm trying to almost, like, curve the scale here, because I know that there's not a ton that really jump out at me. I'm gonna put her into Marry Me. I think this one is honestly probably one of my favorites, if not my favorite, that we're gonna see today, so she gets to be up at the top. Then we have Valentine Fun. There's a lot about this one that I like and a lot that I don't like. I like the skirt a lot. I think that the top is actually pretty good. It looks like it is meant to go with the skirt. This honestly might be a dress, actually, now that I'm looking at it. I might be wrong. I'm not obsessed with the neckline of the shirt. I feel like it could be a little bit more interesting. And I also don't like her hat. Can't see what her purse looks like because this is the image that I have. But she has a heart-shaped purse, which is cute. And I actually think the face on this one looks quite sweet. She can go into Be Mine. We're going to be a little friendly today. We're being generous with the rankings in at least some of these cases because, you know, love and Valentine's Day and all that stuff. Then we have the Valentine Style Barbie Target Special Edition. This is another one that I think is really fun. I actually love the idea of the heart plant print. I think that's kind of different than a lot of other things that Barbie has done for the Valentine's Day dolls. Like, it's just a little interesting to have the green thrown in there. She's got on some tights, which, like, I don't know, I maybe would have done a different color, but it's something. Like, it's something to add to it. Another jacket. Am I just a sucker for the jackets? That's the question. I do like the fabric of this heart bag. I think that that's quite fun. I don't know. She's quite unique to me. Something about her stands out in a very positive way. Not quite as good as the other ones. I'm going to put her into Going Steady. Oh gosh. Okay. Jump scare. Sentimental Valentine Barbie. I'm sorry if you like this doll. I'm not trying to be mean. I forgot to do my opinions disclaimer because Anthony was here and distracting me. These are just my opinions. So, like, if you're upset, that's okay. We're allowed to have different thoughts. So you're allowed to like this doll. I just... no, I'm not really a fan, which is so funny because, like, I actually tend to like historical clothing on dolls. That's something that genuinely usually draws me in. I think it's the face, though. Something about this face with the dress and the hair combo is just a little bit alarming. I don't know. I mean, she gets points for detail, but also she's just kind of called the, Sentimental Valentine. I would not guess that this was a Valentine's Day Barbie. I'm gonna put her into no thanks. I'm sorry. But that one's just not working for me. Next up is the 1994 Valentine's Barbie, and this feels so just right to me. Something about this is just what I would picture if I pictured a Valentine's Day Barbie, right? Like, the colors are so vibrant. Like, there's no pink on there, which I know pink is usually Barbie's thing, but the bright red contrasting so intensely against that white, I think really works. The heart print is cute, and then the Cupids is a fun little addition, kind of sets it apart. Again, I love that she has a choker. She's also got a ribbon in her hair, and the whole cut of the dress is just very sweet. I love the poofs. I love the ruffles. This is actually so, so precious, and we're gonna get to do another one up in Marry Me. I don't feel like I talk about this ever because it just never comes up, but Valentine's Day is actually one of my favorite holidays. I don't know why. I just love it so much. I just love the aesthetic of it, like all the hearts and the colors and the love. I've always been totally, totally obsessed with it, so I'm very happy to be doing this ranking. This is the I Heart Valentine's Day Barbie. She does not heart Valentine's Day. I'm so sorry. This is rough. I like some of the concept. I like the idea of, like, the sweater vest over a shirt. I think that's fun. It looks nice and detailed. I just think that the pink shirt underneath really makes it harder to, like, see the vest. It kind of gets hidden. And then the way that they did this flowy top bottom, and then there's, like, also a poof to the skirt, it just gives a really strange silhouette that I'm not a fan of. So, I mean, the bag is fine. I like her necklace and I like her sweater vest, but everything else got so violently messed up. This one is sadly going to go and stay away because her whole, like, waist down portion is just so bad to me. Next up we have Valentine Glam, which is a funny name for this one because, like, this doesn't strike me as being super glamorous. I don't know. It's extremely simple. I know it's kind of blurry. I'm sorry about that. The heart necklace is nice. It kind of reminds me of, like, a heart locket, so that's cute. But I don't like the dress at all. Aside from it being simple, I just think aside from the colors, it doesn't really read Valentine's Day. Like, it's just pink and red. There's no real heart prints or anything. And also, it's got this weird, like, double bust line where there's a line sewn under Barbie's actual bust, but then the pink is, like, halfway up her bust. It's very strange. I don't like this at all. This one's going also in stay away. I thought I had a typo, but this is literally be mine, like the letter B and then mine. Be mine, Barbie. The crimps, she's looking a little rough in the box in the picture here, okay? But like the crimps are honestly such a vibe for Valentine's Day. I think that's super cute. This is not my favorite face that Barbie has ever had, but I think it really works with this design. Kind of hard to see everything, but we've got some heart earrings, and then we've got like the sweetheart candy dress with the mesh like in a kind of pink tone. I think this is nice. It's not like my favorite ever, but I think it's pretty cute, and fittingly, I'm gonna put it into the Be Mine category. Another one that's kind of more like historically inspired than directly like modern day Valentine's Day. This is the Sweet Valentine. I immediately forgot that name. Like I saw it, clocked it, forgot it. This one is better than the last one to me just because it looks less frightening, at least in my opinion. It also reads slightly more Valentine's Day because it's got the pink and the red and the roses. Like there's a little bit more actual Valentine's Day-ness to it. Again with the pose though. Like I know sometimes Barbie has the hands stuck in this pose so that like she can be doing things. And I think for some play sets that makes sense because like depending on what Barbie comes with in the set, this might be a pose that is like more useful to her. But with this one, this is weird. Like, this is a weird way for her hands to be stuck, unless she had, like, a bouquet or something. But it's not pictured here, so I'm forced to just assume that she's forever weirdly, like, in this robot pose. Yeah, I still don't love it. And even though I said it was better than the last one, I still don't think it's good enough to go into Just Friends, so we're gonna say no thanks. Next is the Valentine's Romance Barbie. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. I prepared for this a little bit ago, and I kind of forgot what some of these look like. I love this one. That's so precious. You get a locket with her. Wait, that's actually so cute. Okay, I love the top. I think the cut of the neckline is so nice. Like, it just looks so nicely done. I love the colors, the roses all over the skirt. Like, Barbie looks great. Oh my goodness. I'm absolutely living for that. That top just looks so nice. She's obviously going to marry me. That one surprised me in a very pleasant way. Next up is I Love Valentines. Definitely not as good. I don't know. The print is fine. I think that it could work, but it is like not my favorite. And the big belt, cute, but I don't like this necklace. I don't know. I'm going to put her in Just Friends. She doesn't really inspire much emotion in me. Okay. This one, this should have been the XOXOXO Barbie. Instead, it's the XXXOOO Barbie, and come on. Like, maybe at the time that this was created, the XXX had kind of a different connotation, but that brings to mind something for me specifically, and it's not something that should be associated with Barbie. So I think that's honestly absolutely hysterical that instead of doing like XOXO like you would normally do, it's XXXOOO. Very strange. And I don't like the Barbie either. I have mentioned this a few times on the channel. Whenever this fabric crops up, I don't think it's a good fabric for dolls. I think that it's a tough fabric for me to like anyway, but on a doll scale, it just looks so ridiculous to me. And I'm also not the biggest fan of like the satin skirt that she's got going on. I just don't think that it's executed super well. The only thing I genuinely like about her is the tinsel in her hair because it's like silver and sparkly, and I'm a sucker for sparkle. But the sparkle can't save that top. This is gonna have to go and stay away. Then we have Valentine Wishes. She looks like so mature here. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean like she looks like a 40-year-old woman living her absolute best life, still going all out for Valentine's Day and still having the time of her life, which is amazing for her. I don't know if it's my favorite. I do think the cut of the dress is very cute, and I think the print is really cute. I just don't know if I can pop it too far up. I think we're going to put her in Going Steady, because she is a vibe, but she's not precisely my vibe. Then we have a I Love Valentine's, which is like our second or third I Love Valentine's Barbie. This one's bad. I'm really sorry. This one's too childish for me. Too, like, a toddler would wear this outfit, and I find everything about it offensive, so it's going and stay away. Next up is Hearts and Kisses Barbie, and it's so funny because I feel like some of these have such like a specific age that they look like. We had the one that I felt like looked like a 40-year-old woman in her prime having a great time. The last one was very toddlerish. This is a teenager having a good time for Valentine's Day, right? Like, this is like a 13 to 16-year-old girl who is like going out for Valentine's Day with her boyfriend, having a fun time. I think this is quite cute. It's not my absolute favorite, but it's fun. I think the neckline is really interesting. Like, the cutouts are fun. I don't know. I'm a sucker for a unique cut. Like, yeah, you can just do a regular t-shirt, or you can do something like this. Maybe it's not to your taste, but like, it's something interesting. And the jeans is a fun touch because it does just give her kind of a more youthful vibe to me. She's not taking it super seriously. She's just there to have fun. This is fun. This is cute. I'm going to put her in B mine. Because personally, I like the ones that are like more aggressively Valentines, but I respect her. Okay. This is the last one that's kind of more historical and kind of rough, at least to me. And that is the My Fair Valentine Barbie. Yeah, I've seen her in person like so many times. Anytime I go secondhand doll hunting, I feel like this doll follows me around. Like, she's just there. I'm not really here for it. And I don't have any other way to explain that. I'm gonna put her in no thanks. Next up is the XO Valentine's Barbie. She's mid. Like, she's fine. I like the addition of the black in theory. Like, I'm not opposed to a little black in a Valentine's Day outfit. But I don't like the cut, really, and the skirt is not something that I'm here for. She's going to go with no thanks, too. Next up is the Valentine Wishes Barbie. Again, kind of a rough one. I don't know. I don't have an explanation. I just have this face. Like, this is not a happy face. And that's what the Barbie makes me feel. So I'm sorry, but she's going to stay away as well. We started off, like, doing pretty okay, kind of evenly spacing these out, and now we're loading up the bottom tiers. But this one's a good one. The Valentine Sweetheart Barbie. This is so precious, like, for no reason. I love the cut of the dress. I think it's so cute. It's like simplistic. It's just the classic red and white. There's not even any glitter. I would add glitter because, like, I'll add glitter to anything. But this is so cute. Like, she looks happy. She looks like she's living her best life. I love everything about this. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to put it in Marry Me. I like her that much. She looks happy, and that's what you want on Valentine's Day. Then we have the Valentine's Sweetie, obviously a much more simplistic Valentine's Day Barbie, but could be worse, you know, like, simple doesn't have to be bad. I think the silhouette is fine. It's kind of boring, but it's fine. You know what, I'm even going to pop her up to just friends, because I don't really feel super negatively about her. I just don't feel a lot. So I think that's a fair ranking. Then we have Valentine Beauty. Oh, I don't know how to feel about this. Something about the dress is giving, like, 40s, 50s housewife. I could be wrong on the decade, okay? Like, I'm not an expert on fashion decades, but, like, it's given kind of old-timey housewife, but the face is giving 11 years old, which is a weird combination that I don't know how I feel about. Yeah, I'm gonna put her in no thanks. The whole package isn't working. Like, individually, the pieces are fine, but altogether, it's not vibing for me. We're almost done. There's really not that many Valentine's Day Barbies that I found. Be My Valentine. Okay. I can't decide how I feel about this. The pattern is very fun. Like, I like the way that the hearts are unevenly dispersed. I think that's quite interesting. The really intense seam line here. That's a bad color to be, like, circling with. That didn't help at all. The really intense seam line here is throwing me off because it's, like, making the mesh kind of weird for me. I think she can go up to just friends. Okay, loving you, Barbie. I'm so sorry. This face, this exact print, this exact photo, not a vibe. Again, with a very odd package. However, I'm willing to ignore all of that because this is a girl who got, like, a full gown, and I am here for it. I do think, maybe it's just, like, the way it's sitting because of how her arms are posed. I think the neckline could be brought down a smidgen and it would be, like, a little bit better, but we've got the sweetheart neckline, we've got a really cute, like, tulle skirt with the hearts all over it, and the heart fluff at the, like, sleeves. Yes, we're here for it. The face does prevent it from going too far up, but she's going, at least to going steady. I guess I should say the face prevents her from being top tier, but the dress is so pretty. And then the last one is the Valentine Romance Barbie. Thank goodness we get to end on a good one. I'm just realizing that most of my favorites are just red and white, and I don't know what that says about me, but there you have it. This is so cute. I think this is really precious. The lace sleeves is a fun little detail, kind of different from anything we've seen on a lot of these. Honestly, there was a shockingly limited amount of lace. I would think there'd be more lace on Valentine's Barbies. But she looks cute. She's got the nice poofy skirt. She's got like a bow with the underbust. It does look a little bit misplaced, but like, it's cute, okay? This is Valentine's Day vibes, and she is going to go into Going Steady as well. So that is going to be the final ranking for all of the Valentine's Day Barbies. Honestly, there's more in Marry Me than I thought that there would be, because, like, I knew that there were a lot here that I felt were rough, but I'd kind of forgotten about all the good ones, so that's a pleasant thought. And also, like, Going Steady is still a good ranking. Even Be Mine is pretty solid. There's always going to be some rough ones. I don't know. I feel like Barbie, for me, is very polarizing. Sometimes she is amazing, and sometimes she is just like a garbage fire. But this could be a lot worse. So that's going to be the final ranking here. I'm going to say this now before Tony comes back in, because I know that once he comes back in, I'm not going to, like, be able to get a proper thought out. But definitely let me know what you thought of all of the Valentine's Day Barbies that I featured in the video, what was your favorite and everything, and, like, how you feel about my ranking. And now we get to get into the fun little story time. So if you aren't interested in that, that's okay. I understand. Like, it's not a big deal. Feel free to click away, and I hope you guys have a lovely Valentine's Day. If you are interested in the story time of how Tony and I met, stay tuned. I'm going to go grab him real quick. Tony's back.
Hello.
Do you want to start or do you want me to start?
You can start.
Either way, this is going to be embarrassing for you. I think the story of how we met is really funny. So we met when I was like right out of high school. It was like my first job, and I was working in a mall, and I worked at Justice. I don't know if you guys will know what that store is. It was like the successor to Limited Too. It was like a tween girls clothing store. They sold also like a few toys and accessories and stuff like that. So that's where I was working, and I would go to the food court every day for lunch, which is where you come in.
Yeah, I worked at, I think I was 19?
Yeah, because I think I was 18 when we first met.
Yeah, I was 19, and I worked at Chick-fil-A, and I was a lowly team member at the time, before my manager-director days.
In your dark days at Chick-fil-A.
My dark days at Chick-fil-A, with all the trauma that went with that.
Anyway, let's keep it nice and light here. Yeah. So I would go to Chick-fil-A, because like I just thought the chicken was delicious, and at one point I saw him, and he rung me out for one like meal, and I was immediately like, this guy's cute. I'm going to keep coming back to Chick-fil-A, but I was really bad at flirting. I probably still would be really bad at flirting. I'm really glad I don't have to flirt anymore, because I had no idea how to like let him know that I was into him. So I literally was going to Chick-fil-A every single day that I worked for lunch for what, like a month?
I don't remember.
Something absolutely ridiculous. I was so sick of those nuggets, like I was tired of it. But I was going every single day because I was like, oh, you know, I like to talk to him, and I'd be like the person who waits in line, and I'd see that someone else like could take me first, and I'd be like, no, the next person can go, so that I could talk to him, which I felt like was pretty obvious.
Yeah, my dumbass was like, huh? What? Like, never noticed. I'm so bad at noticing that stuff, though. Like,
yeah.
I got made fun of one time because someone went back to where they were, like where they worked, and brought me a drink from there, specifically because I was like, where's my drink? And they brought it to me. I was like, oh, thanks! That'll be $7.95. Have a great day. So, even you showing up every day for a month was like, huh.
It was like he didn't bat an eye, which was really difficult because I was like much too shy to try to actually do anything.
You too?
Yeah, So, do you want to share what you did? How you finally broke the ice?
Yeah, so I have a running gag, if you will, where everyone assumes that I'm gay right out of the gate, which isn't a bad thing.
Okay, that's a weird way to say. I'll explain in a second. I'll explain why he's saying that.
Yeah. But yeah, so I finally went over there after a shift, over to Justice, and I went up to you, and we were just talking, and I was like, shit, how do I get your phone number?
And then the infamous words that he chose.
Hey, we're friends, right? Can I have your phone number? And you were like, he's gay.
I said yeah, but my immediate thought, and like, obviously there's not anything wrong with that, like, I'm into pretty much anybody. Like, there's nothing wrong, but my immediate thought was like, there's no way this guy has been like chatting me up at Chick-fil-A, and we've been talking a lot, and he's gonna come visit me in the store that I work at, and he's gonna say that we're friends if he's not gay. I was like, he has to be gay. Because all of the signs that I was picking up, I was like, okay, I think he's flirting back. Like, I'm pretty sure he's also into me. And then you were like, oh, we're friends. I'm like, oh, okay, my bad. Like, I misread this situation. Yeah, we're friends. Here's my number.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we were texting for a while, and
I was like, no, I don't even remember what I said.
No, you didn't do anything. I had to break the ice at that point, because you had shot your shot, but you shot it and friend zoned me.
Yeah.
And so
makes sense.
at the time, I did occasionally call my friends hun. Like, I just kind of called people hun.
Yeah, you did.
But he didn't know that. Because, like, he didn't know anyone that I hung out with at the time. Like, we were just starting to talk. And so I was like, oh, well, I'll test the waters a little bit just in case. Because I still feel like he's kind of being flirty with his text. Even though he said we were friends, and even though I think he might be gay, like, he's kind of seeming a little bit flirty, so I'll just test the waters. And so I texted him and I called him hun, and I was like, if he responds weirdly to it, I can just be like, yeah, sometimes I call my friends that, because it wasn't even a lie. But if he responds well, super. And you did respond well.
I don't remember what I said, but I'm glad I did.
I don't know exactly. I think you were just like, oh, hun. I was like, because I was an idiot. I was just a stupid 18-year-old.
Yeah.
But
what was even worse is I was like still going and living in the church basically, so I had.
Oh, do you want to talk about that?
I mean, I can. It doesn't matter. But yeah, I was like.
We won't get like too in depth because there's like obviously a lot of personal stuff. But I was still living with my family who are heavily religious, and he was actually living in a church community.
Yeah, with my brother, who's one of the people who found the church.
And I don't know if you can tell just by looking at me and the way that I act. I do keep it like nice and family friendly mostly here, but I don't do well with religion. And like, if you're religious, that's fine. Like, I'm not here to judge you. Just for me, it doesn't really work. And so I was not the kind of person that the people in his church, and specifically his brother, would want him dating in any capacity.
No. That wasn't even. But anyway, so yeah. Yeah, so that was a whole roller coaster.
Yeah, and the way that it went down was you asked me on a date. And then you canceled on me.
I did, yeah.
Because he was scared about, like, the fact that the church wouldn't like that he was dating me.
Yeah.
And so he canceled on me. And I cried my eyes out over this boy who I hadn't even gone on a date with yet. But I was like, we have something special. And so I peer pressured you into going on a date.
Oh, wow. So you ruined my afterlife.
We'd already established that.
Yeah. But yeah.
And then, like, from the first date, it was like, okay, that's it.
Yeah.
It's over.
It's over.
We saw a movie, and then we sat in the parking lot and talked in your car for, like, 2 hours.
Yeah, something like that. Pretty first date stuff.
But it was cute. Like, it was sweet that we were, like, we finally got to hang out one-on-one. We knew where we stood with each other. Yeah. And it was like, what?
You got some makeup on your teeth.
Do I?
Yeah. Why don't you just use your finger, you psychopath?
Is it gone?
I don't know.
Anyway, story interrupted by the makeup on my teeth. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's pretty much the story. Been history ever since.
And we've been together for 8 years now. It was just 8 years. We just had our anniversary.
I do this thing where like, next year will be 9 years.
Yeah.
And after a certain point in the year, I just go, yeah, it's been that many years. So, I'm 28 now. For the last, when I was 27, the entirety, I was like, yeah, I'm basically 28. And now I've turned 28, and I'm like, I'm basically 30. Skipping over 29.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm like, oh, yeah, I said 8 years for, like, a year already. So, I've been confused the whole time.
But yeah, we've been together for 8 years. I think it's pretty cute. A silly little mall romance. But the kicker is definitely the just friends. Yeah. That is, I love telling the story because I think it is so funny.
So great. So awesome. But if only I had the riz I have for my friends.
Yeah, that is like something that's really funny about Anthony is that he can set other people up and he's so good about it. Like he's got like the lines and the compliments and like the actions. He's like, oh, you should do this for her. And like, you know, that'll like make her into you. And he just doesn't. He didn't have that when we got together.
No, I have something to lose. I don't care if my friend gets shot down. It's not my problem.
Dang. Okay.
Well, I mean, I guess it is, but it's not. So yeah.
You're willing to be more risky with your friends' romances than you are with me.
Yeah. What is this? Fan fiction?
Sure. Dude, I don't know.
Let's get into your fan fiction.
Okay. Anyway, that's going to be the end of the video. No. No.
Anyway, that's it.
Pookie.
What?
Naughty, naughty.
Sorry, Poopy.
Do you want to tell that story real quick while we're already here?
Sure.
Okay. Sorry, like, this is going off on a bit of a tangent, but it's just kind of funny, okay? And I'm hanging out
This is
with my
what
husband
happens when I'm on camera.
for Valentine's Day, and if you're still here, if you cared enough to listen to how we got together, you're probably going to enjoy this story as well. We used... Oh, God, how far back do I have to go? Do I have to explain Puppy?
Probably.
How in-depth should I explain Puppy? Like, how...
Okay, so Puppy came from was it a TikTok?
Yeah.
So it came from a TikTok. It was a My Hero TikTok where someone was pretending to be Deku feeding. Was it feeding?
I
Or
don't
was he just
know.
eating? But he was like, oh, I went and got Popeyes. And he's like eating it. And he's like,
Puppy.
Puppy. Chicken's bussin'. And so it was just one of those, like...
It was so cursed.
It's one of those things...
So terrible.
Yeah, where you see it on TikTok and it's with your friends or your significant other or whatever. And you're like, wow, that's so cursed, I can't wait to call you that. And then you do it as a joke, and then it rolls over.
It becomes serious.
And you can't stop. And that went on for
a long time.
Over a year.
We called each other Puppy.
Yeah.
But we would say it in like the worst. We would do it in the horrible debt. Like, Puppy.
Yeah.
Can you come here for a
Come
second?
here, Puppy. Yeah.
And so then that evolved into... Also, ironically, at first, us calling each other Pookie.
I don't know. I think I started.
You
Pookie.
did.
I don't know.
You were like,
why.
we gotta stop Puppy. We're going for Pookie now.
Yeah, I said Pookie for some reason.
And so now we call each other Pookie unironically.
Yeah, Pookie. And it's much better than Puppy.
Yeah, because it's a lot less cursed.
And it's Pookie. But someone...
No, okay, no, there's multiple steps to this.
Okay, sorry. I was going to go right for the Delta 8 and it was over.
So... God, there's so much to this story. Yeah. There's so much background that we have to share with you guys. But, I called him Poopy once or twice.
You called me... No. You had taken a minute...
That was after.
No. I remember this. Okay. I remember it vividly.
Okay.
Why? Because I don't remember important moments in my life other than that. I was laying in bed, ready to go to bed. You had taken a mint, or I think it was a mint to go to sleep.
Yeah,
to help you fall asleep.
Delta 8 to help me fall asleep. And I know, like, if you guys know anything about Delta 8 or, like, any sort of CBD or THC or whatever, it's not supposed to affect you that intensely, but I have, like, an extremely low tolerance to literally
very
everything.
Lightweight to everything.
Like, one glass of wine and I'm out of
commission. Not even
commission.
one glass. It's like half a glass.
Yeah, it's extreme. So for me, Delta 8 does make me a little bit
It's basically
loopy.
a truth serum for you.
It makes me a little loopy.
And we were laying down. I was laying down, and you came up to the bed, and you just said... I think you just said poop. I think you called me poop.
Yeah.
Or poopy.
I was like trying to say pookie, but it just came out poop.
Yeah, you called me poop, and I was offended. And I called you poop.
And I was offended.
And you got mad at me. And you're like, you can't call me that. I said, I'll call you whatever the F I want to call you. And so then it became Pookie, Pooksies, Pook, Poopsies, Poop, Poopy. And that's been going on for like 4 or 5 months.
And it's terrible.
Yeah, it's great.
It's awful.
No, it's awesome.
So yeah, I felt like I had to explain that because you said poopy. And I was like, they're going to think you just called me poopy out of nowhere.
I can call you, I can call you what you are.
I don't know what that means, and I'm frightened for what you might say next.
You better get that foghorn ready.
We're on camera.
Okay, what do you think I'm going to call you?
I don't know. Your brain and your mouth, you'll say anything.
Listen here, you little shit.
Okay, that wasn't that bad.
That's what I was going to call you.
Oh,
what you are, a little
fine.
shit.
Sorry.
That's why I say get the foghorn ready.
I didn't even believe that one.
Okay.
Any other fun stories you'd like to tell while we're
No,
here?
but I'll say a cuss word. I don't think...
You're like a teenager getting your kicks off cursing when you shouldn't.
Anyway, I don't know if there's any other funny stories.
I'm trying to think of,
I mean...
This has devolved into a really, just spontaneous story time.
There was a time you got mad at me when I beat you in Mario Kart.
That's not, cute or funny, though.
I know, it was pretty funny.
That was just me being mad.
Yeah, sore loser. Yeah, I don't really know. I'm sure there's other ones, but that's like a whole other video to sit down and be like, oh yeah, if you guys have questions.
I mean, yeah, I guess so. If you guys have questions, if you want to, hear more goofy relationship moments between us, I can, tack it on to the end of another video, like this one. This was pretty thematic, though, so I don't know. If you guys want to see a whole video about us just, sitting here being shitty... then you can
Language.
request for it. But yeah, that's how we met, and that's how we exist currently. And we're happy.
Yeah.
Happy together.
That's right, Poopy. What?
I can't say what I
You
want.
gonna bat me on the head?
No. But yeah, that should probably be the end for today's video. Do you have any final words as you gulp your water down? I wish I had a microphone so like I could force it right here and they could hear how
I
loud.
tried to hard swallow instead. I messed up. No, that's it.
That's it.
I got nothing.
All right, well, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for watching the ranking, and if you stuck around till the end here to hear us rambling about our relationship, thank you for that as well. I hope it was entertaining for you, both parts, or, you know, hopefully at least one part.
Sorry, I drank water wrong, alright?
Okay. Would you like to say goodbye?
Bye, bye-byes. Bye.
Thank you guys for watching.
Bye.
I hope you have a lovely rest of your day or night or whatever it might be. I will catch you alone in the next one where he doesn't bring out the chaotic energy. Bye!
Bye-bye.